Travel with me from Croatia back home to New York City to see my dogs finally after 10 days. We got off the boat and it was so sad to say bye to our crew who we've been with for the past week. They're so sweet. The captains of the boat walked us over to our cars and then we were off to the airport. We ended our sail in Split, Croatia. There were no direct flights, so we had to fly to London. This plane did not allow you to choose seats, and Greta got assigned a middle seat towards the back of the plane, and Reed was nice enough to go switch with her so we could sit next to each other. And we honestly had a great flight. And then once we got to London, we were so stupid. We stood at the wrong baggage claim for like 20 minutes before realizing it was not correct. We were the absolute last people to get our bags. We were flying a different airline from London to New York City, so we got on a train and then headed over to a different terminal. I've never flown Virgin Atlantic before, and I was unfamiliar with their game. This was very nice. We had a private security to go through, and the lounge was one of the best lounges I've ever been to in an airport. They had this whole salad bar. It was amazing. And then they also had a spa where we got massages. Very, very nice layover experience. After about 2.5 hours, which was honestly the perfect time, we boarded our flight from London to New York. I decided to stay awake a little bit because I didn't want to sleep too much because I knew I had to sleep when I got back to New York as well because we were landing at like 11 p.m. I rewatched The Housemaid and then I had some dinner. Tomato soup was amazing and the salmon was very good for being on a plane. Jazz was passed out the entire flight, but I found her at one point waiting for the bathroom like this. And then I decided it was probably time I joined her and I slept for a few hours. Once we landed in New York, I was pretty tired and I barely got any clips. But then finally, I was able to pick up my dogs the next morning, and of course, Jazz had to come over to say hello to Oslo. It's probably the longest Reed and I have ever together been away from them for 10 days, so safe to say I'm very glad to be home.